The Drumbrute Impact is a polyrhythmic monster.
Freebeat.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Today's patron shoutout goes to XXYodaXX. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. All right, we are back at the Drumbrute Impact, and I have spent quite a bit of time with this device since I filmed the unboxing video, which was actually like 3 or 4 days ago, even though the video just came out yesterday. And I have begun to realize what a monster this thing is if you want to start working with polyrhythmic drum parts. Polyrhythmic in this case just meaning different drum parts that have different lengths and kind of go against each other to form, an ever-changing kind of pattern. Not the best description, but basically each drum part can have its own individual length between 1 and 64 steps, and that lets you do some really powerful stuff. So, let's go ahead and dive right in. So we're going to start off by making a kick drum part in 7/8. So we're going to go dun 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 like that. If we have a listen with the metronome on, it would sound like this. Now, of course, looking at our 16-step sequencer here, we can see we're just in simple 4/4 or 8/8 time. So what we need to do is take an eighth note off the tail end of this sequence here. So to do that, we hold down last step up here, and we can see the last step right now is step 16. That's what's lit up blue. We need to make this step 14. We're going to take off an eighth note or a pair of 16ths. There we go. Now, unfortunately, the metronome is just going to keep clicking in 4/4, so I'm going to turn that off. However, let's watch the LEDs, and we can see that when it gets to 14, it resets. So if we want to go dun, 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 we just have to count it through like normal. So I've got my kick drum selected. I could play it live, or we can just step sequence it, which is what I'm going to do. So dun, 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 and it should just repeat and be good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Yeah, perfect. So now, let's go to the snare drum part. Now, if I just press play here on the snare drum, if we follow the LEDs, we can see it also resets when it gets to step 14. I want my snare drum part to be a standard measure of 4/4. So to do that, we need to enable polyrhythm for this track. So to do that, we hold Shift, and if we come down and look at polyrhythm here, we can see that it is not lit up for this track. So on the snare drum track, verify that, verify I'm holding down Shift, and activate polyrhythm mode. Now I can once again come up here and hold down last step and set this step length for the snare drum independently of the kick drum. So I'm going to set it to 16. Now if I hit play, we're going to see it goes all the way to 16. Cool. If we go back to the kick drum, it still resets at 14. So let's go back to the snare drum and put it on 2 and 4, aka 5 and 13 on our 16-step sequencer. Listen to how the kick drum still plays in 7 and the snare drum plays on 2 and 4. Neat, right? We can take it further though. Let's go to our closed hi-hat track. Okay, make sure polyrhythm is on. Yes, it is. Let's go to last step and set the step length to something different. Now, this is a 64-step sequencer, so as I'm holding down last step, we can see that this first LED under 16 is lit up. If I push this next arrow here, we can actually go to our second measure, our third, and even our fourth measure. I'm just going to keep it on the second measure, and now I can set an endpoint for the hi-hat track somewhere in the second measure. So let's go and end it right here on step 5 of our second measure. So what, that would be a measure of 21/16 technically, I guess. Let's just go ahead and sequence something now. So we'll go I don't know, just hitting random stuff now. Go to the second measure. Remember, we're good until step 5. Okay. Let's have a listen. It gets to step 5 on the second measure, then resets. Now, what's cool about a pattern like this is that right now it feels like it's in 4/4, right? We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. However, if we just pay attention and listen to the kick drum part, we can hear it in 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically, that's 7/4. We could count it in 7/8 too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Neat. We can also add in, step repeats here, and we can take advantage of any other feature of the sequencer as well. And of course, we have access to all of our parameters down here for our sound control. Got our distortion. We can activate color. Cool. Now, of course, the polyrhythm feature isn't unique to the Drumbrute Impact. There are tons of drum machines and groove boxes that allow you to do that. All of the Electron boxes, the Deluge, there's tons of them out there. Where things start to get crazy, though, is with the random feature. So I'm starting to figure out that the random feature on the Drumbrute Impact really just randomizes a part completely. It doesn't have anything to do with the steps you have selected, or so it seems to me anyway. So let's set this to randomize snare drum, and we'll go to the current track. So it only is going to randomize this current track. Let's hit play, and I will slowly turn this up and listen to what it does to the snare drum. Remember, the snare drum right now is only on beats 2 and 4. Pretty neat, right? Well, what if I told you that it also followed the rules that you have set for the pattern in terms of the last step, aka the time signature of that particular piece of the drum kit? So if we go back to our kick drum, remember our kick drum, if we hold down last step, is in 7/8. So it ends on beat 14 of 16, also known as the 7th eighth note. So check this out. I'm going to turn on current track. So again, it only randomizes this current track we're on, the kick drum, and have a listen. Awesome. That is so cool. It really does randomize things, but it still keeps the structure you've set up when it comes to time signatures. Now what I'm going to do is turn off current track mode and start randomizing things. So it's going to randomize this pattern that we've created, but it is going to respect the individual last step, aka time signature settings of each individual piece of the kit. So the kick drum will remain in 7/8, the snare drum will remain in 4/4, and the closed hi-hat will remain in 21/16, or whatever we decided we set up. So I'm going to hit play and start turning the random knob here. Turn on the click so you can have a sense of stability. As you can tell, it does some really, really cool stuff. And of course, like I said, we can still jam with the step repeat and things like that. Yeah, it's a polyrhythm monster with this feature. The randomize really takes it to the next level. And if you're trying to record a breakdown, or if you're recording a part of your song that you want to be a bit more improvisational, this is a great way to achieve that. You're really not held back by the sequencer at all. It's pretty open-ended. Remember, you can also chain patterns together too. So yeah, there's a lot of powerful stuff you can do with that. And we also do have multiple outputs on the back, so super easy to multi-track, recording your drums into different tracks into your DAW. Yeah, a polyrhythmic monster. I do hope you found this video informative or at least entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.